All right, can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Hopefully you can. Let me finish getting set up. I had a few issues, which turns out to be very annoying, but it's okay. We can figure it out. So I just want to get the chat up so I can hear you guys, rather see you guys. You know how it is. So, ugly Christmas sweater. So, there we go. Now I can see the chat. We have sound! The only thing is, we only have one camera. So, we're going to see, I'm right here. We're going to have to live with that. Because the little gadget I have to make the cameras switch, Don was messing with it on Saturday. And I don't know what he did. And I ran out of time. So, would anyone like to see my ugly fabric? You ready? Because it's ugly. There's a story behind this stuff. This is when I first started doing stuff. And I said to Don, can you get me some Christmas fabric? And he comes home with this. I'm like, all right, we need to talk, man. We need to talk. So, hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue, and I'm from OML Embroidery. And today, we are going to be making some ugly Christmas sweaters. If you head on over to omlembroidery.com, you'll see them. There's 4 different sweater designs. Now, the idea is you make them ugly. Funny, kind of ugly. And bright colors, nothing matches. You can add some bling, you can put some tinsel on it, anything like that. So it is kind of fun, and I think they're going to look fantastic. I know the testers had a great time stitching them. They said the armpits are a bit difficult, so I'm up for that challenge. We'll see how we do. So, are we ready to get started? Oh, and by the way, it's the price that it is because it is the fundraiser, so I can get the computer. So stuff like this doesn't happen. I mean, whatever, right? So, I have exquisite thread in the machine, and it is an ungodly color of green, which absolutely does not go with my fabric. But, let's see how it looks. So I'm going to do the one with a little bit of a design on it because I have busy. Rose? Hello, Rose. Hello. That's some pattern. I know. It's ugly. I've been keeping it because I felt kind of bad. Figuring one day I'll need it or I'll use it for something, and it's been 5 years. And now I'm going to make ugly sweaters out of it. So the other thing, too, is he bought like 3 yards of it because it was cheap. I'm like, Dawn, there's a reason for that. So, first step, placement. Oh, I'm using 5x7 hoop with water-soluble stabilizer. I really needed my googly eyes today. So, yeah. I just thought, what the heck, I didn't feel like messing with all of those, magnets. Just needed some googly eyes. I like the size of it. It's cool. Hello from Lockport, says Shirley. Hello, hello. So I hope you guys get stitching these. I think that we're gonna have an absolutely gorgeous tree this year with all these embroidered stuff. Oh, I'm gonna apologize in advance. The dogs are on full alert because I guess Dawn isn't here, and there may or may not be barking. I just put the boots to them, not literally, but I told them that I have to do this. So, look at that green. Isn't that atrocious? So, I'm going to do something that I never do. I'm going to trim it at the machine because I can't switch the cameras. Not that it matters. We can live with one camera. Makes it easier. I don't have to worry about switching it out. So, I'm thinking so far I'm in the ugly zone. I think it's good. so far. I'm going to do the armpits last because the testers told me that they're kind of tricky. So I've never met a tricky armpit. So we'll see what happens. I have my really sharp scissors. Oh yeah, it's pretty tight there. Ooh. Yeah. Not that bad. Come on, you guys. Not that bad. Not that bad. Lynn, I hope you make some more. Lynn did some. I saw them over the weekend. They're pretty ugly. They're pretty ugly. So I know you guys can't see me do all the trimming, but I don't usually trim at the machine. And hopefully by now of watching hundreds of videos that I make, you know why? Because it's better when you do it at the table. And you have a nice flat surface. So not sure if I got in those armpits enough. So I'm going to take my really super stabby scissors. And you have to be a little careful with these because they will stab through everything. And this is how I'm going to do it. Very carefully. We're going to have satin stitches over it too, right? So, yeah. So let's see how that works. I mean, I don't have it right up there. Next time I'll try to leave a bigger space. It just didn't look the greatest when I made it bigger. So we'll see. Just as always, take your time. Let's see if that's going to cover up enough. Judy Quilt, I'll clean it off for you. Don't worry, just give me a sec. So I kind of just fluffed it up a little bit, but that's okay. All right, everyone, watch your eyes because I'm putting on the beautiful fabric that Dawn has never heard the end of yet. So, yeah. I don't know if he'll watch it tonight when they stop, but yeah, good one, Dawn. Isn't that pretty? Want to know something even better? He bought the matching fabric. So it's blue with light blue and red snowflakes. I thought this one was worse though, so. Okay, so I have my fabric down and I'm going to stitch it down. I hope it doesn't hurt you guys too much. It's awful. Ooh, I love that. And yes, I'm going to be doing green because I'm hoping it's going to look awful with it. Yeah, nicely placed. Looks terrible. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I kind of like that. So, we're going to stop for trim here. And again, I'm going to do something that I never do, but I'm going to trim at the machine. Sorry, Captain Jack. Captain Jack doesn't like it either. He prefers I go to the desk, but what are you going to do? Makes it easier for me. That's it. Easier. Look how terrible that green is going to look. Ooh, I thought of pink. I thought pink might be kind of funny. But I thought, you know, my favorite Halloween green sort of thing. Now, this sweater that I'm doing just has a little design on it. So if you have really loud fabric, this sweater is for you. So I thought it would be, you know, kind of fun. If I want to add something else, we might snoop around the machine and see what we can have to add. Maybe a little Mickey Mouse. So built-in designs is what I'm talking about. Because, you know, if it's too plain for you, then you can add to it. I think everyone probably likes the mustache tree the best. I saw people chatting about that. So it's a Christmas tree out of mustaches. It's cute, but, you know, kind of ugly too. All right, that is probably as good as I'm going to get. So if this was a life-size shirt, goodness, there'd be huge, huge, huge snowflakes on it. All right, so isn't that fun? I said before, I think I would make a fab car dangling air fresheners. Yeah, what you could, you know what you could do? You could put a couple of dryer sheets in between the layers and hang it up, and it would smell nice. That might be a thing. I'm going to try it. So now we're going to do a little bit of sweater detail. And yeah, can't really see it, but that's okay. It's just like the ribbing on the sweater. And it's not perfectly symmetrical on any of the sweaters on purpose, because it's not supposed to be perfect. Or drops of essential oil. Yeah! Buttons, ribbons, or crystals. Big bows, I'm thinking, would look, you know, kind of awful. Lots of stuff you can add. So if you just have like one or two little things that, you know, are kind of bright, throw them all on your ugly sweater. That is what it's all about. I like how the green looks here. That's awesome. So I think I will add a little Mickey Mouse to it in green, just for fun for Lynn. She'd like that. So the other sweaters, some of them have striped sleeves, so you could do really tacky colors. You could glue on all of your embellishments. Yeah, absolutely, because it's going to be hanging in the tree, so we're good for that. So this is the little design, but we're going to add more. So I want to add the design, the little Mickey Mouse, before I put the back on, right? So I'm going to have to stop this design, go back out, find my Mickey Mouse, stitch it, and then go back to put the ribbon and the backing on. So it'll only take a minute. Green Mickey Mouse. Yeah, why not? I know. I used a neon green. Yeah, Sandy, I think mine kinda is. I don't know how well it shows up, but I have like 4 lights on it and it is terrible. Okay, so the next step is the outline of the sweater, and then I know that's for the back, but we're not doing that yet because I want Mickey to show up. So I'm going to go return, and I'm going to delete it. It's still in the memory. And then I'm going to go to Disney, and let's pick out a Mickey. Just the little Mickey face. It's really kind of cute. And that'll add to the tackiness of it. Because that's kind of what we want, right? Oh, we could do a Mickey Mouse shadow or face. I don't know how big these are. Oh, Mickey Mouse quilting stitches. Now, that would have been cute. All these stuff in the Luminaire. I snoop around for, but I only have like Lynn to make Mickey Mouse for. No one else really likes Mickey Mouse around here. So what I'm going to do next, when I go to embroidery, I'm going to do a quick scan, and then I know where to put Mickey. So it's in a really good slash bad spot. The frame will move. Yes, I know. So this is scanning. The EX1, the Disneys are big. This one's small. I found a small one, and I know because I've used it before. So I'm not sure if I can show you guys my screen, but you know the sound of it scanning. And we're going to have to close this. We're going to have to go to Layout. So if you're on your machine doing this, and I'm going to rotate it because the design is rotated, right? So I also want to put it in kind of a weird spot. So that's going to look like I'm going to put it down lower. Just right. I think that might work. It's 2 colors, so I will see what it starts off with. So yay, this will be fun. Ooh, this'll be fun. So take off the layout. So the first color is green. So should I do the face green or the ears green? I'm not really sure. Sandy, thank you very much. Thank you for the ugly sweater designs. We have a small ugly Christmas tree. These are perfect. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right, I'm doing the whole thing in green. It's not supposed to be nice, so let's not do anything nice. It'll be like a alien Mickey. And just so everyone knows, I have a Disney machine. The Luminaires have the D on it and a Mickey, so I can stitch these out no problem. So, Chris Yost, hi Chris Yost, ears. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, you'll be able to recognize that it's Mickey. Is good enough. Do a silhouette and do both green. I can do a silhouette too. Oh, isn't that green just terrible? Ugh. I'm sorry, Mickey. Apologizing in advance. Ugh. Ugh. I think it's a bit dulled down on the video, but it's not nice. But that's what you can do to have fun. So, like I said, this one's a little bit plain because it just has this sashing or tinsel or whatever. But you can add your own stuff. Like, this is straight from my machine, so you could make like a funny looking flower. These machines have so many built-in designs, it's incredible. So you can do that. So that's good. What part is that? His, I don't know, it's gonna be green though. So look at his face. Doesn't that look awful? I'm thinking that's awful. Oh, I don't know. I pressed the button and I'm kind of shying away for it. The green is making me laugh. I know. I was sitting there thinking, you know, which color am I going to do on this? And the green was on the rack there screaming at me. So, okay, for this part, I am going to do a quick color change to something terrible. What is Mickey not? What colors are Mickey not? Pink? No, red. We've got enough red in there. Something like yellow or orange, or how about a dark green? Light green, dark green? That's about as terrible as it gets. What do you think? That's about as terrible as it gets. Let's try and see how bad it is. It's actually kind of fun to step outside the normal and pick something that you know won't look good. That's what I just did. Green Mickey? Yeah, no thanks. Everyone can say no thanks. So he has a lime green face and dark green instead of black. Oh yeah, purple! That would have been good. Haha. Julie! Hello, sorry I'm late. It's okay, you're just missing the fun. Orange. I did think of orange. I also thought of metallic colors, but they're too nice. The metallic threads, they're too nice. Purple would have looked terrible. Maybe I'll do another Mickey somewhere else and do it purple. But yeah, that green is just terrible, isn't it? Yep. Yep, that's terrible. I love it. I love it. Yeah, purple would have looked really bad. I have lavender brown lavender sitting right here. That might look awful. Might be bad. Like I said, you know what? It's just fun. Not very often do we set out to make something ugly, but see, I really like the addition of my Mutant Mickey. I think that really adds to it. You could do a big, huge bow on it too, or like Alicia said, buttons. If you have some really weird-looking buttons, maybe. Oh, Mickey is lovely in a green kind of way. Well, 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 well. And does that ever go around the outside a lot? So, Lynn, what do you think of green Mickey? He almost looks like a modern art piece. No! You're supposed to say it's ugly. Shades of Mickey. I think that's hilarious. And another eye. I think that's hilarious. Now, I did see a silhouette one. How are we doing for time? Oh, we got tons of time. These are nice fast stitches too, by the way. And we'll say whatever color I have in is the one I'm going to use for the end. So it's going to stitch out the copyright thing. We will be seeing this full size on a catwalk somewhere. Mickey is really envious. He's green with envy. I know. I know. Yep, that's pretty terrible. A Mickey Mouse Christmas sweater. Ugly. 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 That's it. I'm glad I did that bright green though. That's terrible. Done. So let's snoop. So let's go return. I'll just tell you guys everything I'm doing. Delete. And let's go into the Mickey Mouse ears, the Mickey Mouse guy. And oh, some of these are cute. I wish they had like Moana and stuff like that. I would like that. See how big that is? That is really small. So it's just a silhouette of Mickey. I'm just going to rotate them 90 degrees. Dude, rotate. There we go. And then go into embroidery. See, it doesn't take long at all. So I want to turn on the background image because I don't need to scan it again because I kind of know where the Mickey, the other Mickey was. But I do want to go to layout and I do want to go to move. And I'm going to move it kind of up into the shoulder section here. And I'm going to keep that ugly green too, by the way, in case you're curious. So maybe on his arm a little bit. I can't tell you how much fun I'm having. It's awesome. Super awesome. Now I definitely don't want it nicely placed in the middle. I'm just going to put it right there is where it's going to start. What do we think? I think it's terrible. Let's do it, why don't we? So awesome. Mickey looks very ill. I know. Mickey and I were drinking too much. That's awesome, Lynn. Well, this one is just a shadow, like a silhouette. But see how easy that is? If you do yours and it's not ugly enough, just add something and change the colors. I could think of like flowers in terrible colors. Colors that don't match and don't have any significance. I'm pretty happy. I really think that looks terrible. I really like it. What I'll do is I'll take a picture when we're done. I'll take a picture of it and put it in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group so you guys can see the bright colors and how terrible it looks. So Mickey the day after. So fun, super fun, you guys. There's 4 of them to choose from, and remember they're $5 for all of them, so you get 4, and it's gonna go towards my new computer, which will run all the cameras. That's all it's gonna be for. Yeah, isn't that awful? Perfect size though, isn't it, this Mickey? Oh, they're going to put the at Disney. You're not supposed to skip it, so I won't. He has so many ugly sweater choices. I know, right? So, do we think that's enough ugly? It's probably enough ugly. We're going to go back into the design. So, Lynn and other newbies, if you're wondering, if I had finished the whole thing and then put these two designs on it, it would show through on the back. So this way, I'm just kind of skipping that so it won't show on the back. So I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to go back into my pocket, and I'm going to find my ugly sweater that I did, and I did edit, and I rotated it for no reason this way. And then I'm going to skip to where I left off. That's all you have to do. So skip, everything's going to move. So I'm going to skip by color and just get right to it. That, and look, that didn't take any time at all. So now we are going to put our beautiful fabric face down, pretty side down, which in this fabric I'm not really sure what the pretty side is. And because I'm using WSS, I can actually, oh wait, I almost forgot. Hold on before you do that. Hold the phone. We're just going to remember that we got to be able to hang this, right? I almost forgot. That's like the second time I've almost done that. And I have sparkly, not pretty at all. Oh, ribbon. It gets all over the place. So I'm going to put the tape in here. I'm going to be a little careful with it, that it's going to stay in there, because I really want this to stay. And I'm going to put another piece here, and you can press down because I'm actually putting it on the hoop. And I think that's good enough. I'm just using the masking tape. So it's a little bit awkward. Might have been better in retrospect to put it out the other side, but that's fine. Let's get our fabric now. And because I have my hoop turned around, oh, I could have ironed, I suppose, but you know, because the hoop's upside down, we can just put it face up. And remember, don't push too hard on this side, because look, we don't want the backing, the stabilizer to move. So you have to be a little careful with it. Now, I am going to put a couple pieces up there. And Judy Quilt said, don't forget to change your bobbin. Yes, true. I went through all that trouble to make sure the Mickeys don't show up on the side. I should change my bobbin. Now, I didn't wind a bobbin that color. It's the dark green. So I'm going to use black, and it'll still look good. You won't be able to see a big enough difference. And I have some trouble here. Yep, there it is. I have some of the dime ones, and I just happen to have a black, which is handy. You don't have to match exact. Also, if you're using variegated thread, you can wind a bobbin with it, with the variegated thread, or you can pick out one of the colors in it, and it would still look good. Just FYI. So I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to put it on my table, so just excuse me for a second, because I want to push it down, like get all the tape in it. Oh yeah, that's bad. I wanted all the tape secure. I'm not 100% sure how Captain Jack likes tape. McDreamy hated tape. So now that I have all of that done, we're going to stitch down the back, and then we're going to trim it, and then we are going to satin stitch it. Love the meeting hearts, must have. Hope this weekend I get caught up. Yes, I need to get caught up on stuff. I'm going to do a little bit of Tula Pink while Dawn's gone. I'm working on Tula Nebula. I think it's Nebula. sewing everything together. So again, there's reasons why I don't normally do this. It's a bit awkward, but I'm just gonna trim it. I'm definitely not going for perfection because it is ugly. But, you know, the better you trim, the better it looks, even if it's meant to look bad. Ugly. Ugly. Ooh. All right. So when you're cutting here, don't cut through your ribbon. Make sure you cut around it. I almost cut it, but it felt a little bit different, so I didn't. Oh yeah, that is looking ugly from the back too. Nice. So, you know, if this spins around on the tree, we need like a Charlie Brown tree to put these on. It's terrible. Yeah, it's awkward doing it this way, but apologies, apologies. So I have the black bobbin in, and I'll show you guys when it's done stitching that it still looks good because I am using a really dark thread, and it'll look fine. And yeah, be careful of the armpits. It's a little bit awkward. If you don't want to use batting, if you're finding it too difficult to cut the batting, then you could use fusible fleece. And it's quite a bit thinner, but it'll still give you the puffy look that we want. So that's a option. You could also send these to the cutting machine and have everything pre-cut, then you don't have to worry. Either way, but yeah, you don't have to use big thick batting. Oh, I love zigzag stitches. They take all your boo-boos away. So a nice ugly dark green, you know, I probably should have changed it because look, it matches. We don't want any of that for sure. Charlie Brown tree, I know. I can't wait to see everyone's take on it in the Facebook group. Super fun to stitch. This one, before I went and did all the Mickey stuff, it is 12 minutes to stitch out. So that can make it really fun. There is enough room on this one that you could put some small lettering if you didn't want to, you know, make it really tacky like I did. Actually, the monogram sweater, you can add your own lettering to it. So you could put someone's initial. There's lots of things you can do. It's big enough for it, so... Choice words? What are we talking about? I cut the ribbon on the last one, said a few choice words, got the ripper out, added ribbon, and finished it. Yes, I sometimes curse like a sailor if I do stuff like that. It's really annoying, but good troubleshooting too, for sure. Oh yeah, this is looking awful. Oh yeah. Nothing like really dark colors for Christmas. So yeah, make it ugly. It's like I said before, it's kind of fun making it ugly because it's something we never do. We always try to make things match and look good and, you know, the whole bit. So awesome. Lynn, it was my alternate self that came out. That's awesome. Leaving now, rehearsal. Bye, Judy Quilt. Thanks for reminding me about the bobbin. You're awesome bobbin police. I think you guys are gonna have a ton of fun with these designs. And you know what? It's kind of out of the ordinary. You know, Christmas ornaments are, you know, dime a dozen. Everyone does a light, a Santa, and stuff like that. Ugly Christmas sweaters that are big enough to really truly be ugly. So tell all your friends. It's a great deal and it supports the channel. And hopefully I can get the computer soon and get everything shipshape. Oh yeah, that is a good point, Sarah. Good way of using thread colors that you're not like too fond of. Yep. I just grabbed, I had a few sitting here. I think burgundy would have looked terrible with the red. I could have done that too. For sure. I curse like a sailor on a daily basis. I don't need mistake to use choice words. Misha, I think you're my soul sister with your nerdiness and superheroes and Deadpool everywhere and cursing like a sailor. I think you are, for sure. Lynn's heard me. Of course, I'm very polite on air. I haven't slipped up yet, knock wood, but, you know. Yeah, see, isn't this looking bad? I think it's fun. Lynn, yeah, that's one of the reasons why Lynn and I get along. We kind of think and behave the same. She's not as nerdy, though, but I'm working on it. She really liked, Venom. Right, Lynn? Venom, and I think, what other superheroes? I don't know. I like Thor and tons of them. I'm guessing, though, Deadpool is probably my favorite because he is just cool. Deadpool is cool. So I hope you guys have, like, fun being creative in a bad way. It's kind of fun. I think people who get these, you know, as a gift, you could pop one of these in a card or something, and I think it would be a laugh no matter what. And it's original. I think it's original. So go back into your stash and find, you know, fabric. It doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas fabric either. Just something with a really messed up, bold design that is just awful. I've got a few I could use if you need some samples, and put it all together because it's awesome. Yay, we're stitching the ribbon. Yay. I can't believe my dogs were quiet so while we were doing this. Let there be carnage. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, it's not Mug Rug Monday, but it kind of is. Kind of is. B said something. I said, oh, I have a live. She wanted to talk to me about something. And I said, oh, sweetie, I have a live. She's like, oh, yeah, it's Mug Rug Monday. And I'm like, oh, my kids are awesome. Just awesome. They know about Mug Rug Monday. I think the dark green really draws your attention to the other colors on it and the print. I think. I like it. I'm glad I chose a dark one. They are good boys. Yep, no barks given. They were just before I went live. I'm actually a little hoarse from yelling at everyone. Tank, who is... He's quite a big dog. He likes to sit in the window, which is incredible because we have blinds. But anyways, I keep telling him he's a big dog, but he likes to sit in the window, and if anyone dares walk by, he barks really loudly, and then he gets all stressed about it and squeaks and runs around, and he wants outside, and then he goes outside, makes sure, you know, the territory's okay, and then comes right back in. So it's like, oh, Tank. So we're working on him. He is a rescue dog, and we don't know what happens. So, you know, you could put it on a mug rug. How's Odie doing? Odie is the superstar of my life. He is like a puppy again. He's completely recovered. The only thing we had to do was give him a little beard trim. But, because he was getting it, he's a wire-haired weenie, so he was getting the beard stuck in, but best thing, I tell ya. Best thing. He's happy. I think he can smell better and taste better, because he has to inspect everything that comes in the house, so... He is a good guard dog. Yeah, I don't know if he would be a good guard dog. He would certainly irritate me enough that I'd go check, so... You could probably put a mug on this. Since it's ugly, you don't have to worry about ruining it. Yep. Glad he's happy again. Yeah, he is absolutely awesome. I'm thrilled. Whew. All right, can you guys handle this? Are you ready? I really like the colors on the outside. So let's see how my black worked. See? It's perfect. You really can't tell because the dark and the black, it kind of blends. So yeah, if you don't have the exact color, you can do it that way. So, oh, I hit the camera. Not used to doing everything right here. So, yes, I know there's a piece of tape inside it, but it's okay. Now, remember, when you are cutting it out, make sure that you don't cut your ribbon. So, because we use WSS, it's easy to take it apart. And I soak the whole thing. I know people often put in comments, well, you can just take a Q-tip and wipe it around and it looks perfect. Maybe for these ones you could, because you're just hanging them up on a tree, but you never know for storage. I like to get rid of the FSL, like in between the layers, because it's still there. So if you rinse it all out, I think it looks even better. So dark green, green, green shadow Mickey, this light green, it's totally awful. Back looks good though. I mean, bad though. Very nice. Very nice. So guys, I hope you have a ton of fun making things ugly. I know I did. I know I did, for sure. Yeah, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you tell your friends about this, because I think there could be some really healthy competitions with who could make the ugliest one. Actually, maybe we'll do that in the group. Maybe we'll do that in the group. What do you guys think? I think that would be fun for the ugliest one. Mine's going to be right up there, but I don't count. So, yeah, why don't we do that? We'll have a friendly competition to see who can create the ugliest Christmas sweater. But you could have competitions with your friends. You could, you know, do lots of things. It's kind of Secret Santa with ugly ornaments. I think that would be fun too. I would probably laugh my head off. But thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support throughout. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to get your ugly fabric and ugly colors. Make sure nothing matches. Put rhinestones on it too, and buttons, and tie a big bow or something. It's awesome. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone!